Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Got another project here, getting ready to start on. What we have here is a brass impeller, and you can see there it says 8 1/8. I've got to turn this thing down to 8 1/8. I believe it's about 10 inches now. I didn't measure, I just ran my scale across it, and so we've got quite a bit to come off of this. So this will be a lathe project, obviously, and there's a couple ways you can go about holding this, and I believe I've talked about this in the past in some of my other videos. I always prefer to hold it on the bore because the OD needs to run true with the bore. You could probably chuck it right here on this diameter. This is the the seal ring. You could probably chuck it there and do the job, but I prefer not to do that. It's a little thin there also. So you got to build you a mandrel for this to go on, and I've already dug up a couple, thought I'd share it with you. This mandrel here, you've got two different sizes on this one. By the way, that's a 7/8 bore. So I've got this hardened mandrel that I use a lot, 1 1/4 inch, and then this side 7/8. So, and it fits there good, fits the bore nicely. And you got these nuts that you can use to tighten up by hand or a pipe wrench or something. But you see, once you screw that up in there, you really have no way to really tighten that. And that needs to be tight so this thing won't spin. So we can't use that mandrel. So typically what you do, if you don't have one the right size, you take a piece of stock, chuck it up, turn it, and thread it so that you can use a nut, or you can tap the end of it and use a bolt and a washer to draw it up on there. So I did some looking around with all my mandrels, and I found one I believe will work, and I probably built this just for an application like that. 7/8 here, 3/4 thread, and that fits in there. Got a good fit on the bore there, and you see the threads come through. So I can reach in here with a socket and tighten up that nut and draw it up snug on the mandrel, and then we'll go to turn it right there. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to use the Monarch lathe today for this. So we're going to go over there and get this thing chucked up and indicated, mount it up, and start doing some turning. Okay. All right, I already got my jaw set to 2 inch. And get this set in there pretty close. And what I want to do is just for now, I'm just going to snug that. And I want to fit this on there and try to get this as close to the chuck jaws as I can. It's it sticks out, so I can actually just go all the way back just like that right there, and that should work good. Alright, get her dialed in. All right, that's within 1/1000. There's a high. That's the indicator rubbing on that little rusty area right there, making that squeak. So that looks good. That looks like it's within 2 or 3/10 of running true there. They're all tight. So I need to go find me a socket. My My good Craftsman socket set is no longer in my possession, so I gotta go find something else. Alright, I was able to round up one of my impact sockets, a 32 millimeter, which is the biggest impact socket I got. It actually fits that nut good. Okay. I like the way that fits, so I think I want to leave that alone. Alright, where's this one? Okay, I don't need my little extension there. Alright, put you in gear. That should be enough. Okay. Alright, well, that should work. I'm just visually looking at it, you know, I can tell that there's a couple thousandths run out there, but we're pulled up nice on the bore, and I know it'll fit the shaft about the same way, so yeah, okay. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to start turning. I'm decided I'm going to use a brazed on carbide tool right here, and I went over there on my carbide grinder and touched it up with my diamond wheel, so we got a nice little fresh grind right there, and already got it on center. So let's get ready and do some cutting. Okay, we're set up and ready to start cutting. I just wanted to get an idea of what this is. So it does look like it's 10-inch. A little over 10-inch actually, but so we got quite a bit to come off, so we'll start with some lighter cuts and have to adjust our feeds and speeds accordingly to see how it reacts. I'm going to start with 158 RPM and probably a 10,000 feed rate. Wasn't running out too bad. Let me check this other side. Don't just touch it. Like I said, 2 or 3 thousandths. We'll just start with 100 and see how it sounds, how it reacts. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Everything seemed to be going pretty good on that. It was 100 thousandths cut. It's slinging most of the chips to the right side here. They're not slinging back on me. Let's try 150 this time. Alright, well, she's doing pretty good. I need to go find my pliers. It's doing pretty good. I'm happy with the way it's performing right there. I don't want to get too carried away. The higher the feed rate, the higher risk of chipping the tool there, the carbide. So I'm pretty comfortable with that. And so we're just going to keep making some cuts on it, okay? Alright, I've taken roughly an inch off, so I'm just going to come in here and do a check and just verify, just using my veneer calipers here. And it's right about 9 inches, 200 thousandths, so we've still got a little bit of a, just over an inch to go. Alright, I kicked it up a notch on the RPM. I'm running 200 now. And still got about a good 500 or 600 thousandths to come off there. I wanted to point out something funny too. I knew it was 3 o'clock, not because I looked at my phone, but I can hear the Blue Angels flying. Today is the homecoming air show out on the Navy base here at Pensacola, and I believe it's the 3 o'clock when the Blues fly. So they're out there raising some hell right now. Alright, we should be sneaking up on our finished size now. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my micrometer. Okay. 8 inches, 160. Alright, so we got about, what, 35 to come off there. So I want to leave a nice finish. I think you can see that. I want to leave a nice finish on it. What we're going to do, we're going to take some light cuts now. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. We'll just run 319. Should be pretty good there. We'll slow the feed rate down. Drop down to 5. And I'm just going to dial 15. Okay, that feels nice. It looks good. We never had to touch up our tool. Okay. 46. $47. I think I was a little too tight on that one there. Yeah, 47. Okay. 47, so that's 22. I'm just double checking. You know, this is where any machinist can make a quick mistake, is you're reading one line off, you know, 25 thousandths off, but it's 47 there. So we're going to dial in 22, and this will be our finished cut. 1022. Okay, see if I hit my mark. About a half thousandths big. So you think that's close enough? I do. All right. So what I'm going to do now, this casting isn't perfectly true on the face, so I'm just going to file it, get rid of the sharp edge here. Okay, do a little bit more. I know there's a couple guys saying that I'm doing this wrong, but this is the way that I have always been comfortable with filing, is right-handed. I try to do left-handed sometimes, especially when it's up here really close to the chuck, but for parts like this, I just can't get a good feel when I'm using my left hand, and that's the way I've always done it. And I don't know, that's just it. So these edges here, what I'll do is I need to do a little bit of deburring. I need to get a file and come in here and file this a little bit and kind of dress this this inner edge here. It's got a little sharpness to it also. So I'm going to do that, do a little bit of hand filing, and we'll take it off there. Okay, got that there, and need to do a little bit on this edge here. That's basically just scraping off that inside. That feels good now. And the last thing I'm going to do, take a little piece of my emery here, and we're going to just dress up this seal face right here. Just give it a little polish, a little cleaning. Okay, well, this sucker is done and it's ready to come off. Alright guys, there we go. This job's done. It's ready to go back to the customer. See you on the next one.